Hello there and welcome to another Cosmoconscious Academy video. I'm Hafa, I'm the founder of the Cosmoconscious Academy, and I help you wake up to who you are and to the cosmic reality that is around us, that has always been around us, but right now it's really time for us to wake up to that. So if you're watching this video, I think you're part of this awakening process that is going on right now on planet Earth. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you an astral projection account, an astral projection experience that I had last night. And as you study, as you put what you studied into practice, and as I've been having experiences since my early childhood, of course you can get started right now, but as it becomes part of your life, basically after you take courses, you study and all that, and if you really put things into practice, it becomes part of your life. So last night I moved my energies during the day, but I didn't do any technique before I fell asleep, but I had the clear intention in my head that I would be aware, that I would have a lucid experience. I try to do that every day, and many times it works, I can say that every week it's normal for me to every week have some experiences, at least a few. And it doesn't happen, it's funny, and I've talked to other people as well, and it's funny, I think it has to do with our sleep cycles, it's natural. We tend to, because I noticed that I have many experiences during one night. But the first ones, I'm not so aware. And then the last ones, closer to when the sun is rising, the last ones are the ones that I tend to be more aware. It's funny, and it happens to other people too. So, but it was still night, okay? But I was in an unconscious astral projection, but as I trained my mind to be always on that, especially related to that, to being aware, to use this critical thinking, where am I, who am I talking to? I was in a store, and I was interpreting as if a woman there was an old friend of mine, but she wasn't, and she wasn't faking it, trying to fool me as other spirits or consciousnesses do many times. It wasn't the case. But I was just interpreting her as an old friend because I was unconscious, but I woke up, right? And I knew that I was in the middle of an out-of-body experiences. And as we left the store, I didn't even say anything, but I just went up and started flying. And I noticed that in that place it wasn't so common for people to fly. In many places that I have experiences, it's not so common. I think it's more common on higher dimensions, that people are less attached to this way of living that we have here on Earth, that we have to walk to places and etc. But I went up and started flying, and I could see everything, some kind of city down there. It was pretty cool, but there was some kind of white lines, or I don't know what those were. It wasn't wires or anything, but I had to avoid them. It wasn't everywhere, but I don't know if it was for prevent people from flying. I don't know what that was, but I kind of knew to avoid each at a time. And as I went up high, higher, there was nothing else, and I could fly freely, and it was pretty cool. And I decided to land. It's funny, right? It's like an aircraft. To go down, to land at a place. I don't know. I was just following my intuition, and that place was better. People tended to be more chill there. They were nice. We can sense that by the energy, by how they behave and all that. And yeah, I was just talking to people. I can't remember exactly what exactly I was talking to them, but I was fully aware there, just because it's hard to bring each and every information when we wake up, but I was aware. And I remember that I was like, there was some kind of building, there was a woman and a guy, and I was talking to them, and then I went downstairs, and there was another guy, and I don't remember a thing I said, but it was pretty much like chit chat, I guess. We were just talking random things, and I didn't really have any connection to that person. It was just somebody I met there, but somehow, I don't know if it was meant to be, but he kind of connected to me, and he could see what I saw when I went up there. I had no intention to do that, but I think it was probably useful for him. You'll understand when I finish telling you the experience. So I decided to go up again. So I decided to fly one more time. And I just decided to go even higher, you know. And whenever I do that, I have left the planet a few times as far as I can remember, but with help, you know. In ships or in that kind of experience that most people call, I don't know if in English it sounds natural, but they say like astral projection and mental projection with a mental body, because in one of those experiences that I'm remembering right now, I don't remember having a body, but I was there and somebody was with me, so I really think somebody was helping me in that. I saw 2 planets. I believe it was like 2 different versions of Earth, future Earths, and it's in my book, but the book is in Portuguese, so if you speak Portuguese, whether you're Brazilian or if you're from Portugal, it's available. It's always in the description down below. But there are some accounts in the book, so if you're interested, you might have fun reading the book. So, but I was saying that I've left the planet a few times, but I think there was always help, you know, and I'm not saying that there was no help, I just didn't really notice it last night, and most of the times it was like there was a ship, you know, or it was like a mental astral projection, something like that. And in this case, it was different. And whenever I tried to do that on my own, whenever I tried to go up, you know, like in the direction of the sky, even if I wanted, something happens, and I've heard other people saying that it happens too. It is that when I reach a certain level, I am pulled back to my body. I just can't go any further, something like that. And it's not intentional, even if I'm not afraid, you know, I don't know what happens. Maybe it could be something, a little bit of unconscious fear, I don't know, and maybe last night I had zero fear and it happened. I don't know what prevents us from doing that. But I was impressed because I was like giving it a try, but I wasn't so sure that it would happen. And what happened was that I aimed at the moon, and then it worked. So I just kept seeing the moon even bigger, and it's beautiful, right? It's a full moon. And okay, so I saw the moon and it was huge, and as if it were not enough, you know, I went even further. So imagine like the Earth is here, okay, and the moon is here, right, orbiting the Earth. And then something really funny happened, was that I went here. So, and it was a little confusing to me because I was just aiming at the moon, you know, I wasn't expecting to see the Earth as well. Okay, so imagine a circle here and a smaller circle in the middle, at the center, you know. So it was funny because I could see the Earth, and from the exact angle as I could see the moon in front of the Earth. And I got confused. but that guy kind of helped me figure it out. Because I saw it, but I was like, what? Okay, and apart from that, I saw a huge energy field around the Earth. I wasn't expecting to see that either. And it's so cool because if you were like from space in this dimension, you wouldn't see that, right? But I could see something else, right? And it was pretty much like electricity, you know? It was so strong, the field that was around the Earth. It was like stunning. So cool, really. So I saw the Earth and this energy field, electrical, really, really strong around the planet and the moon. And then I went back to that place. I didn't go back to my body. Didn't come back to my body, right? So I went back to that place, and that guy was in tears because I don't know how, but he was crying because he saw everything I saw. So it was a cool experience for him as well. And I remember that I was a little bit confused by like what the hell, and he explained to me that it was like the angle, you know. That at first I was like, what is that sphere at the center of the Earth? And it was the moon. So it was pretty cool experience. And after that, I flew a little more and went somewhere else, and there were some. Yeah, it was an amazing experience. The best part I've already told you, which was that, right? Leaving the Earth and seeing the Earth and the moon and that field of energy. It was stunning. But just to finish the experience, right, I went flying to another place and I saw some bird-like animals. And they were so cool. And I fed them with some sort of leaf, you know, and the guy that was taking care of them, he was... Yeah, it was a really nice dimension because people aren't as nice as these people were in each and every experience that I have. I sometimes visit some pretty weird places, and sometimes I had some bad experiences, and you will have them too, probably. But life's like this, right? And I really was looking forward to sharing this experience with you. I think it is worth sharing. And yeah, it's like, I hope it encourages you to have your own experiences as well, because it's so worth it, and it really helps us wake up to the bigger picture, to what reality really is. And as I always say, I'm not saying that that we're living is not reality. It is an important part of reality, but it is just a fraction of all that is. So if you're into waking up, if you're into expanding your perception, your level of awareness and consciousness, yeah, keep going for it. And stay tuned, right? I'm always bringing some content to help you during that process. And if you speak Portuguese, if you're Brazilian or Portuguese, there's already an astral projection course available. It's always in the description down below. And if it is not, I believe it is, but you just go to my website, you know, and you find the part that is in Portuguese. It's very clear, and you find the astral projection course there that is like so worth taking. It will help you wake up to that and make it part of your life. So in my opinion, it's so worth it. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and share it with a friend that you know that will enjoy this content. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss anything. I'm happy to have you here, and I'll see you soon.